Shalom. Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Thumb to the brother Yahweh Shemal Thun by Hashem Yahweh Shai to the sisters, the ISUPK, the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Under command of General Yohana, we started out at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York in 1969. We are not affiliated with any other Israelite group, fashion, any church, any other denomination or anything. We are the authority the Lord set upon the earth to teach this Bible as it is written. Thus saith the Lord. You know what I'm saying? We don't have our own interpretation of the Bible. We have practical knowledge. That means that you can go and look this up yourself and come up with your conclusion. You know what I'm saying? It's practical, right? It's universal. You know what I mean? It's knowledge, right? So our class today will be the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are dying because of sin. When I say so-called black, Hispanic, and Native American, we're not actually the color black. We're not, you know what I'm saying, Hispanic. You know what I'm saying? I forgot what they say Hispanic means, his property or something like that. You know what I'm saying? And we're not, you know what I'm saying? Our name given to us by the Most High is not Native American. You know what I'm saying? So we are in the land of our captivity. It's like our captivity here in America. And we are wondering why we are dying at the rate we are dying. You know what I'm saying? The ghetto is full of death. You know what I'm saying? Here in Memphis, Tennessee, I mean, I think Memphis, Tennessee is like going to be the new, you know what I'm saying, once again, the murder capital of the world. You know what I'm saying? Because how things been going on, children getting shot, children dying, you know what I'm saying? Mothers, fathers, brothers, sisters, everybody is dying and getting hurt and out here, you know what I'm saying? And no one seems to recognize the real problem that we having. You know what I'm saying? No one seems to say, okay, that, you know what I'm saying, Shalaki. Okay, so like I was saying, the Memphis is, I'm thinking for sure, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if it outdid Chicago, but Memphis is about to be the murder capital of the world, you know what I'm saying? If it don't be Chicago, you know what I mean? Because no one is telling us why we are dying like this. No one is telling us why we are in the condition we are in. No one is telling us the solution to actually get out of the condition. You know what I'm saying? No one but the ISUPK under command of General Yohana, because we have been tested and proven. You know what I mean? I myself was out in the streets doing all kind of things and didn't understand why my friends was always dying. You know what I mean? Or it was always something wrong. You know what I'm saying? It was always something happening. You know what I mean? So no one ever try to teach why are the innocent bystanders dying. You know what I'm saying? Why are they killing all the rappers? You know what I'm saying? Why are the children dying? You know what I'm saying? Why are these people how have these people gotten millions and millions of dollars and yet they still die in the street like they was poor, as if they never, you know what I'm saying, had an opportunity to change the situation they was in. But they really did have an opportunity to change the situation they was in. Millionaires get rich and still rap about selling drugs at the trap. Rappers get rich and become millionaires and still rap about, you know what I'm saying, gunning somebody down or having sex with somebody else's wife. You know what I'm saying? They promote it as if that's the norm. That is how we are made to be. You know what I'm saying? These people become millionaires and they still rap and talk as if they are still in the ghetto, standing beside the brother that's actually out here doing this hustling and gambling and taking all these kind of risks in the street because he feel like he have no choice. This is the only way he can feed himself or his family, or take care of himself, or have something that's worth having. He feel like this the only way. But these millionaires will get millions of dollars and still glorify this type of lifestyle. And we always wonder, why did they take that man? That man was helping the community. That man was, you know what I'm saying, putting other people on their feet. No one ever says that the Lord took that man because he wasn't following him. Because don't nobody die, don't nobody come alive, don't nobody get hurt, don't nobody get healed unless the Lord okays it, unless the Lord say so. Don't nothing happen unless the Most High God okays it. You know what I'm saying? So what we fail to realize is, and as long as we out here in these streets or out here in this world, because you don't even have to be in the streets no more. You know what I'm saying? You can get murdered in the Gold Coast of, you know what I'm saying, Chicago. You can get murdered inside of a Dolce & Gabbana store because we thought, ooh, Dolce & Gabbana, they mean they high price and they high class. Ain't no ghetto niggas going down there doing nothing. But oh, wasn't they wrong? Yes, they was wrong. Death can follow you anywhere. Money is not going to save you from death. Money is not going to stop the Lord from saying, okay, your grace period is up. Because that's what's going on. We are seeing our people die because our grace period have ran out. And what have you done within that grace period? Did you try to satisfy the Most High during that grace period? Did you try to straighten up the wrongs that you did during that grace period? You know what I'm saying? Did you obey the Lord during that grace period? Or did you sacrifice yourself to devils? Did you go out and pass out Thanksgiving turkeys when we don't supposed to be celebrating Thanksgiving in the first place? Did you follow your oppressor? Did you follow the Lord's enemy? Or did you follow the Lord? You know what I'm saying? There's no excuse to say, I'm doing this because my great-grandmama was doing it, because my mama taught me how to do this. They were doing it, I'm going to do it too. In that case, then maybe it's no help for you. Well, maybe it is, because you have to understand your mother and grandmother and all them folks, they don't have access to the information we have today. You know what I'm saying? We have a lot of information. And they probably didn't run across the ISUPK, somebody from the ISUPK and the Commanding General Hunter. Maybe they didn't get a chance to understand that the longest we be out here in this world and ignore the Lord and act like that it's not important to follow the Lord and obey the Lord, we will continue to die. You know what I'm saying? All niggas know how to do is kill and die. You know what I'm saying? Sell drugs and use drugs. You know what I'm saying? So like you were saying, it's all they know how to do. But that's the main thing that's going on in America today. That's what we are glorified and looked at as. You know what I'm saying? I can go out of town and a random stranger would just ask me, you know what I'm saying, do I know what's weed at? And I'm like, what the hell, nigga? I'm like, for real? And he's like, I just thought you knew. How the hell you think I knew? Because I might be dressed a little well, or you know what I'm saying? I'm carrying myself a little decently, but I got gold teeth, and so you automatically think it's some drug dealing going on, some kind of work. You know what I'm saying? So we reap what we sow, right? If you decide that you're gonna make it a business to disobey the Lord, then no matter how successful your business be, because the world love it, the world is against the Most High. So your business will be successful going against the Most High because the world is against the Most High. You know what I'm saying? So we are definitely dying because of the sins, because of our sins, because of our lack of knowledge, because we refuse to serve the Lord. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna bring some scriptures out, and we're gonna figure out how we're gonna get out of this situation that we're in. You know what I'm saying? Let's get the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 30. Because no one is teaching us and telling us how to get out the situation we're in, but the ISUPK. No one actually get on television and say, let's follow the laws, statutes, and commandments of this Bible. You know what I'm saying? When the pastor say you got to live right, how do you know what living right means? You know what I'm saying? You only gonna go by what you think you know already. You think living right is making sure that you got a full table full of food during Thanksgiving time. You might think living right is making sure you got Easter clothes, boiled Easter egg for your children when Easter time comes. You might think living right is, you know what I'm saying, having the biggest church on, it's like having the biggest hat on when you go to church. Or, you know what I'm saying, giving your money to that wicked pastor that only, you know what I'm saying, that only going to serve himself. You know what I'm saying? Only going to buy him Benzes and Mercedes, Mercedes, and you know what I'm saying, and Ferraris and all these expensive things when you are poor in the ghetto. And he had this big glorious church sitting right in the middle of the ghetto, and no one is stopping their sins around this church. People are getting murdered behind the church. People are, you know what I'm saying, all kind of sexual deviance going on inside of the church. You know what I'm saying? I remember the move. They said you want to find you a hoe, go to church. You know what I'm saying? That's where all the women at, in church, and they all want to sleep with the pastor, and the pastor want to return the favor. You know what I'm saying? They all mesmerized by this pastor with this slick hair, smooth suits with all the big diamond rings on and everything. You know what I'm saying? They like their pastor. You know what I'm saying? The pastor got big whips outside. Pastor got houses, own houses all through the community because this old lady died and gave him the house that she had. You know what I'm saying? I was reading on so like I seen a video on YouTube how the fake pastor was collecting rent and stealing the rent from the people. You know what I'm saying? It's all kind of evil that's going on, but we have to understand what's going to stop the evilness. You know what I'm saying? How can we come out of this cycle? How can we break this cycle? Ain't no way in the world that Christianity or Islam could have helped us if we got the same problems today that we had 60 and 80 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no way. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no way Christianity or Islam could have helped our people because the Christians sell drugs. I ain't saying every single one of them, but the nigga that you can buy a bird from, he would say he's a Christian. He got the diamond out, iced out cross, Jesus piece. You know what I'm saying? With the Kirby link. You know what I'm saying? With the big Jesus piece cross. Boosie got the nigga. Boosie got a big ass chain with a nigga like this here. I don't know who he think that is hanging out on the chain. You know what I'm saying? And wicked as hell. So we got to figure out how we're gonna get out of this situation we in, and we got to figure out why we in this situation. Most importantly, you know what I'm saying? Knowing your problem is you halfway solving it when you know your problem, right? So let's get the book of Deuteronomy chapter 30. It's like verse 1. When somebody just tell you the chapter, so like somebody just tell you the chapter, I always start at the, you know what I'm saying, first verse. I had to learn it too, so like, go ahead, brother.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 30, verse 1. And it shall come to pass, when all these things are come upon thee, the blessings and the curse, which I have set before thee, and thou shalt call them to mind among all the nations, whether the Lord thy God hath driven thee.
Okay, keep going.
Verse 2. And shalt return unto the Lord thy God, and shalt obey his voice according to all that I command thee this day, thou and thy children, with all thine heart and with all thy soul.
Okay, keep going.
That the Lord thy God will turn thy captivity and have compassion upon thee, and will return and gather thee from all the nations where the Lord thy God hath scattered thee.
Okay, these are the things the Lord promised the children of Israel. You know what I'm saying? If we put away our wickedness, you know what I'm saying? This is talking to the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, you know what I'm saying? But we have joined ourselves to our oppressor, you know what I'm saying? And when we do that, we disrespect the Lord. You know what I'm saying? When we vote for these other people, we voting to put a person over us, another nation over us. We're voting to say, I'm not going to trust in the Most High to deliver me from this. Let's vote on Biden because Biden can do better than, you know what I'm saying, Trump. We're not saying, I'm not voting for nobody. I'm trusting the Lord. And whatever I need, the Lord will give it to me. You know what I'm saying? I remember praying, and I wouldn't pray for myself. I would pray for everybody else. The Lord already know what I got going on. You know what I'm saying? That's how you should think. You know what I'm saying? But it's okay to pray for yourself. I'm not saying that. But I'm just saying, we are joined with these people, and we disrespect the Lord, right? We disrespect the Lord, and knowing willingly and unwillingly, knowing and not knowing, right? Because a lot of people don't know that celebrating your birthday is disrespect to the Most High. You know what I mean? Because you are not a God. You're not worthy to be worshipped for a day because you was born today. You're not worthy of that. You haven't did anything the Lord said to do. You know what I'm saying? You should be humble. Instead of having a club calling your name, singing happy birthday to you, you should be somewhere humble, trying to figure out how to get you and your people out of the situation. You know what I'm saying? We suffer because we put ourselves under our oppressor, under a nation of people that's not just. You know what I'm saying? That's not honest. You know what I'm saying? Under a nation of people that hates us. You know what I mean? And they hate us so much that they want us to disobey and disrespect our God. Because they know as long as we disrespect and disobey our God, they can keep their foot on our neck. You know what I'm saying? It's like Popeye, you know what I'm saying? It's like he'll eat a mic according to how it look in the drawing. You know what I'm saying? But Popeye will get his ass whooped by Bruto until he got this spinach, right? The Most High God to us is like this spinach to Popeye. You know what I'm saying? We wouldn't let these, you know what I'm saying, Brunos, the people that look like Bruno, have their foot on our neck this long if we ate the spinach. What is the spinach? The law, statutes, and commandment that's in this Bible. They are not done away with. You know what I'm saying? Not even the smallest of the commandment is done away with. You know what I'm saying? Not even the smallest thing. Not even the fact that you can't eat pork. That is not done away with. You know what I'm saying? And it's like the law that he gave us is to help us and protect us. You know what I'm saying? Salaki, I don't want to get too far what we got going on. But these laws, statutes, and commandments are for us to help us. They're not to, you know what I'm saying, punish us. They govern us because our mind will do whatever the hell we want to do. if we didn't have no moral compass, if we didn't have no laws and guidelines to follow, we'll do what the hell we want to do. And you see how that worked out for us. You see how it's working out for us right now? You know what I'm saying? We are the only people on earth who millionaires die through gun violence. You know what I'm saying? Name a millionaire that died through gun violence that wasn't a so-called Black, Hispanic, or Native American. Name one millionaire that died through gun violence besides JFK. That's the last nigga I can think of. JFK. Say it again, brother.
Versace.
Yeah, Versace. Yeah. Okay.
That was,
That's been a long time ago. You know what I'm saying?
On TV just the other day.
But his gay lover supposed to shot him or something where he had up been.
That wasn't no.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
They get somebody mad at him.
That was East Salaki. You know what I'm saying? What's supposed to happen to a man that abuses himself with another man like that? And now I can't say how it goes with that because you know what I'm saying. Most high Christ, I never had to deal with no madness like that. That is madness. But that's a good point though, because we are young Versace's now. You know what I'm saying? It was a group of young brothers walking together, and all of them had their ass out the back. I mean, is that like I don't know, man. It's like, why do y'all got y'all ass hanging out the back of y'all pants and all y'all in the group together? Y'all walking behind each other, bumping up to each other and shit with your ass out. Colorful drawers on and shit. You know what I'm saying?
It's part of the outfit now, sir.
You hear me?
It's part of the outfit now.
It's part of the damn outfit.
So your drawers.
So like it's more part of the culture that they trying to push on us because hip hop went from gangster niggas with dicky sets on to gangster niggas with skinny pants on and little bitty shirts and they drawers showing and they whole ass out the back. But they still gangster. They still got the guns, the steno, they still wiping noses and they still slide. But they just gay as hell. They look gay as hell. Remind me of the Boondocks when the Gangsterlicious nigga had the little boy walking around with the little short skirt with the cut off shirt with that shit was true. So like it. That was true. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Go ahead and read verse 4.
Deuteronomy chapter 30, verse 4. If any of thy be driven out into the outmost parts of heaven, from there will the Lord thy God gather thee, and from there will he fetch thee.
Okay, so the Lord gonna wherever we go outside of the heaven, outside of the land, or outside of you know what I'm saying, where we supposed to be, the Lord gonna fetch us, right? Keep going.
Verse 5. And the Lord thy God will bring thee into the land which thy fathers possessed, and thou shalt possess it. And he will do thee good and multiply thee above thy fathers.
Okay, keep going.
Verse 6. And the Lord thy God will circumcise thine heart and the heart of thy seed to love the Lord thy God with all thine heart and with all thy soul, and that thou mayest live.
Okay, so we're gonna start back at chapter 6. Chapter 6. He say, and the Lord thy God will circumcise thine heart, right? When you circumcise your heart, what does that mean? You know what I'm saying? Okay, we know when when the men get circumcised, something get cut off, right? They cut off their foreskin. So when you circumcise your heart, everybody knows your heart. Well, I don't know if everybody knows, but your heart, when you see your heart in the Bible, it actually means your mind because your heart doesn't have information in it. You know what I'm saying? Your heart doesn't have ideals and things inside of your heart, right? Because if you have a heart transplant and somebody have to give you a heart, you ain't gonna love all the people that they love. So when they say heart, it's not talking about your heart, it's actually talking about your mind, right? He said, and the Lord thy God will circumcise thine heart. That means he's gonna cut off the things that made your heart uncircumcised. You know what I'm saying? When you join yourself to heathens or Gentiles or other nations of people, you become uncircumcised. You know what I'm saying? So it said, and the heart of thy seed and your children, you know what I'm saying, seed also, to love the Lord thy God with all thine heart and with all thine soul, that they may live, right? So in other words, if you don't circumcise your heart, and you know what I'm saying, if you don't love the Lord, because we know what it is to love the Lord is to keep the commandments, right? Should we drop in and bring it out right quick? Okay, I tell you what, I get it. I'm gonna get it right quick. Let's see what it means to love the Lord, right? And then we're gonna keep on going with that one. Because we're not taught this. We're not taught that if we love the Lord, we have to keep his commandments, right? We're not taught that. We're not taught if we love each other, then we have to keep God's commandments. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get it for you. I'm gonna get it, brother. So it say, it's the book of John, Salaki. This the book of 1 John chapter 5, right? We're gonna start at verse 2. It say, by this we know that we love the children of God. This is how you'll know if you love the children of God, when we love God and keep his commandments, right? That's how you know if you love the children of God, is when you love God and keep his commandments, right? Verse 3. For this is the love of God. This is the love of God right here. That we keep his commandments, and his commandments are not grievous, meaning they're not hard to do, right? So the love of God is keeping the commandments, right? Let's go back to where we was at. It's to love the Lord thy God with all thine heart and with all thine soul, which means to do what, brother? To love the Lord thy God with all thine heart and all thine soul, you have to do what? Right, you have to keep the commandments that thou mayest live, right? So if the love of the Lord is to keep the commandments, and the Lord say you have to love them with all thine heart and all thine soul, that they may live, that means if you don't, you might die, or you're going to die. But keep going. Verse 7. Keep going, brother. Baruch.
Verse 7. And the Lord thy God will put all these curses upon thine enemies, and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee.
So if we follow the Lord, right? If we keep the commandments, the Lord thy God will put all these curses upon thine enemies. Who are our enemies? Everybody that's not an Israelite. Why do I say that? Because you tell me who not our enemies, right? You tell me who don't use us and capitalize off, you know what I'm saying, our downfall and our ignorance to the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Everybody capitalize off of us. Everybody's our enemies because they will sell you things that they know will, you know what I'm saying, destroy you. You know what I mean? They will do things that destroy you to help their family, to help themselves, to help their nation of people, and let you stay in the ghetto for the rest of your life. They don't care where you at. They don't care where you go. They don't care how you live. They don't care where your family, your daughter, your children. They don't give a damn if y'all live or die. Long as you hurry up and buy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If you're not shopping, you shouldn't be stopping. You know what I'm saying? If you're not spending, stay in the wind then. You know what I'm saying? They are here to get your money. I ain't no way in the hell I will bring my wife and put her in the store in a ghetto full of murderers, robbers, thieves, pimps, gangsters, if I knew that I wasn't gonna have to worry about this in the long run. If I knew I was gonna get rich off these pimp gangsters and niggas, because they don't realize when they come over here, they get damn near treated better than us by our own people. You know what I'm saying? They have more respect for these people that come to our neighborhoods. You know what I'm saying? Set up shop. They have more respect for them people than they have for themselves. Because who is you? You ain't shit just like I ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? That's how we feel. Instead of saying, brother, you an Israelite like I'm an Israelite. You know what I'm saying? We're not doing this. We're not finna do this. We're not going there. We're not participating with these people, right? You know what I'm saying? So the Lord said all these curses gonna come upon our enemies, right? And on them that hate thee and persecute thee, right? Who don't hate the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans? Who don't hate them? Because we'll be here all day naming people that hate us. We'll be here all day. Who don't hate the so-called black, Hispanic, and Native American? And I can give you about one person I can think of. And one group of people I can think of that don't hate the so-called black, Hispanic, and Native American. And this Commander General Hunter and the ISUPK. You know what I'm saying? We don't hate our people, right? You know what I'm saying? Because we don't lie to our people for our own personal gain. We're not getting paid to spread this word. You know what I'm saying? We are not here to watch you stay at the bottom while we rise to the top. We are here to rise together at the same time. You know what I'm saying? We are here to teach each other how to receive this kingdom, how to bring ourselves back to the Lord, and how to conquer and free ourselves from this captivity. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, brother. Go ahead with verse 8, Bible shop.
Verse 8, and thou shalt return and obey the voice of the Lord, and do all his commandments which I command thee this day.
So you said return, right? What does return mean? You can't return to a place you've never been before, right? You should return or you should repent. You know what I'm saying? You should stop doing what you're doing and come back to follow the law, statutes, and commandments of the Lord if you want to live. You know what I'm saying? I haven't met nobody that ain't already committed suicide that really wanted to die. You know what I'm saying? Keep going, brother. Bible shop.
Verse 9, and the Lord thy God will make thee plenteous in every work of thine hand, and the fruit of thy body, and the fruit of thy cattle, and the fruit of thy land for good. For the Lord will again rejoice over thee for good, as he rejoiced over thy fathers.
So the Lord is telling us, right? All we need to do is come back to him. You know what I'm saying? Cut these people off. Stop following these things that these people came up with. You know what I'm saying? Stop following those things. We finna get ready to celebrate Christmas and don't nobody know why the hell a fat white boy with some reindeers and a sled and got to stop you on top of your house and come down your chimney and bring you toys. Why the hell is you teaching it? This is supposed to be about Christ. Even though Christ, they never celebrated birthdays. The Bible don't tell you to keep the day of Christmas. The Bible tell you don't do Christmas. You know what I'm saying? We are ass backwards, as they used to say. You know what I'm saying? We are backwards. We are following our enemies that hate the Lord, that hate us, and we are not following the Lord when the Lord just said that he will make us plentiful in every work of thine hand. That means whatever we think to do, it will be plentiful as long as we follow the law, statutes, and commandments of the Lord. Right? If we decide we want to be a mechanic, you know what I'm saying? We will we have cars lined up down the street. We got all kind of work to do. You know what I'm saying? However it is, whatever you decide to do when you follow the Lord, it will be prosperous. You will gain. You know what I'm saying? It will expand. It will help you. You know what I'm saying? It will manifest into something great if you follow the Lord. Whatever you think to do. You know what I'm saying? Even if you just want to be a priest. You know what I'm saying? You just want to teach the word of God. You just want to be a preacher. The Lord will make a way for you. You know what I'm saying? For real, for real. You know what I'm saying? So it say, and the Lord thy God will make thee plentiful in every work of thy hand, right? You know what I'm saying? So whatever we decide to do, whatever we decide to do to you know what I'm saying, prosper or to take care of ourselves, the Lord, well, you know what I'm saying, the Lord will make it happen, right? And it say, and the fruit of thy cattle, right? And the fruit of thy land for good. It means that if we serve the Lord, we'll have everything we need, and this will be for good. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, brother. It's like stop. Okay, it's like it say, for the Lord will again rejoice over thee for good, as he rejoiced over thy fathers. Right? Go ahead with verse 10, brother.
Verse 10. If thou shalt hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to keep his commandments and his statutes, which are written in the book of the law, and if thou turn unto the Lord thy God with all thine heart and with all thy soul, for this commandment which I command thee this day, it is not hidden from thee, neither is it far off. It is not in heaven, that thou shouldst say, who shall go up for us to heaven and bring it unto us, that we may hear it and do it. 13. Neither is it beyond the sea, that thou shouldst say, who shall go over the sea for us and bring it unto us, that we may hear it and do it.
Okay, so it's like this. Who are going to convince the children of Israel that the reason why we are dying and we are number one in everything that's you know what I'm saying, horrible. We are number one in every disease. We die more than anybody. You know what I'm saying? We participate with our enemy more than anybody on earth participate with their enemy. You know what I'm saying? So who is going to come and tell these people that the only way we can get out of the situation we in, the only way we can get off the bottom, the only way we can progress, the only way we can get out of this captivity is to follow the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Lord, because these pastors that had their chance.
Right.
For years and years and years, we got these hollering, you know what I'm saying, dressing slick head, Mercedes driving pastors, and we still got niggas with little pants and big guns running the street.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So who gonna come and tell these people that the only way we'll stop dying if we stop sinning? The only thing that can save our life if we follow the law, statutes, and commandments of the Lord. Who telling people this? What Shalaki? What are the people that we have on earth to tell us that? You know what I'm saying? But outside the ISUPK. Because the ISUPK tell our people that all the time. But you know what I'm saying? We looked at it as gangsters and all this. They talk like this, they talk like that, but I thought y'all like rap music. You know what I'm saying? Them niggas gangsters, they talking about smoking, they dead homies that's actually dead. So you can listen to the gangster niggas, you know what I'm saying, glorify them killing niggas, but you can't listen to the men of the Lord because we might say what you think is a curse word here and there or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? But that just helped them to keep us in the situation we in, because as long as they demonize us, our people is not gonna listen to it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Soon as you say something wrong about us to our people, they like, oh hell no, he ain't perfect. We ain't listening to him. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because they have no knowledge of what they actually supposed to be doing, how they actually supposed to act. You know what I'm saying? They think, like I said the other day, they think they are the original gangsters. You know what I'm saying? They think they are the dope boys. You know what I'm saying? The cone poppers and the pimps. They think it was them. It wasn't them. You know what I'm saying? So like, go ahead, brother.
Verse 13. Neither is it beyond. Verse 14. But the word is very near unto thee, in thy mouth and in thy heart, and thou mayest do it.
Go keep going.
See, I have set before thee this day life and good, and death and evil.
Okay, bring that back again.
15.
Come.
See, I have set before thee this day life and good, and death and evil.
He said before this day life and good, right? So you get life with the good. You get death with the evil. So we wonder how could these millionaires die? How could their family members die? How could the people around them die? How could the people in the street that probably ain't never seen $1 million die behind these people? Because these people have chosen to do evil over to do good. So they chose death. And the people that don't even have that kind of money or don't even have the kind of sins that these other people have, but they join themselves with them. And now they dying. You know what I'm saying? They dying along with them because they chose the evil and got the death that came with it. You know what I'm saying? They didn't choose the good that had the life that come with it. You know what I mean? People die all the time, right? People die all the time for committing evil, but nobody said that that's why they died. They say they died because these niggas out here just be hating. They don't say they died because you disobeyed the Lord and you don't like that brother and you got these little kids trying to follow you to grow up to be like you, and the Lord then wants you to entice not a nan other person. You know what I'm saying? And it was your turn, or it's always your turn. You know what I'm saying? But what you do decides when your turn comes. You know what I'm saying? You can follow the Lord and live, or you can follow the world and die. You know what I'm saying? Well, keep going, bro. About shot. Just go ahead and start from the top, so you know what I'm saying. 15. No, it's like go ahead. 16.
Verse 16. In that I command thee this day to love the Lord thy God, to walk in his ways, and to keep his commandments and his statutes and his judgments, that thou mayest live and multiply. And the Lord thy God shall bless thee in the land where thou goest to possess it.
So we can do what? Live and multiply, right? But before we live and multiply, we have to love the Lord thy God, to walk in his ways, and to keep his commandments, his statutes, and his judgments, that thou mayest live and multiply. But we dying. You know what I'm saying? We multiplying as far as we're concerned, as far as we know. But think about the millions of brothers that's in the penitentiary. They not multiplying. You know what I'm saying? 1 million brothers in the penitentiary could have came with 2 million babies in 1 year or 2 years or whatnot. We're not multiplying because we are disobeying the Lord. You know what I'm saying? We are dying because we are disobeying the Lord. And nobody is telling us why we are dying, why we are in every ghetto across America. You know what I'm saying? Why we got Planned Parenthoods in our neighborhood. Why we got, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with the liquor stores, but it's a lot of them. You know what I'm saying? We don't need that much at one time to like it. It's a lot of them, you know what I'm saying? But it's not as many churches. So what the hell is the church is there for if it's not doing us no good? The poor people can't even go and sleep, right? You know what I'm saying? We can get together in my bunk bed and use them big empty ass buildings that ain't nobody in. You know what I'm saying? We might need security. You might need to use these police that getting paid for nothing. You know what I'm saying? To sit on the side of the highway all day, messing with people for no reason. Let them police the church with the empty church with the homeless people in it, if they really cared about the people of the Most High. You know what I'm saying? Or if the people of the Most High really cared about the Most High, they wouldn't be in this situation. You know what I'm saying? And I only heard the ISUPK, you know what I'm saying, the Commander General Hunter bring the whole truth out about this situation. Cause them, I don't want to bring up nobody else, but them purple cats couldn't say no brother like me. You know what I'm saying? They couldn't. For real. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna go into too much into that, but Shalaki, go ahead with verse 17, brother Bob Kashar.
Verse 17, but if thine heart turn away, so that thou wilt not hear, but shalt be drawn away and worship other gods and serve them.
Hold on. So if your heart turn away, right? We all know your heart is your mind. If your mind say that, man, to hell with them niggas, I'm not listening to them niggas. I'm not doing none of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not, that's the white man Bible. Whatever you choose your destruction to be, that's what it's gonna be. If you say this the white man Bible and you got niggas reading to you, telling you to, you know what I'm saying, obey this Bible, these laws, statutes, and commandments, then you choosing your own demise. You know what I mean? Because we've been listening to these people for hundreds of years. How can the same nigga that hang us, Salaka, not nigga, how could the same oppressor that hang us from the tree tell us how to be saved from the Lord when we need to be saved from you? You know what I'm saying? You are the person we need to be saved from. Right. How you gonna tell me that you dipped me in a dirty bathtub full of water and now I'm saved? I'm saved from what? What are we saved from? Ain't nothing gonna save us but us following the law, statutes, and commandments in this Bible. I haven't seen nothing else work. What else work? I haven't seen nothing work. You know what I'm saying? So if we turn our hearts away so that we will not hear the words of the Lord our God. We will not hear these laws, statutes, and commandments that the Lord gave us, right? You know what I'm saying? It said, but shall be drained away, right? Or it's like a drawn away, right? We are drawn away from the Most High because we haven't been properly taught by real priests and prophets of the Most High how you should properly do it. And we're drawn away because a lot of us are actually just want to be wicked. You know what I'm saying? You know it's wrong to have sex with another man's wife. What if that was your wife? You know what I'm saying? But you got niggas that make a song like that. You know what I'm saying? You got niggas that say, after I have sex with your woman, then I'll tell you about it. If you're a weak ass nigga, you'll be messed up about it. That ain't being a weak man. That's, you know what I'm saying? I'm messed up because I trust her not to give you none or nobody else, right? I ain't weak. And then that same brother that said that got mad because somebody else had sex with his baby mama. And he said something to the nigga about it. And the nigga told him, don't play with me, play with your bitch. Right? You reap what you sow, right? God is rep what he, like I supposed to say his name. But anyway, these brothers they are helpers You know what I'm saying? They help us to stay in the situation we in. We might glorify them because they got millions of dollars and they might can, you know what I'm saying, make it rain on the stripper and she can buy her a house or something. You know what I'm saying? They might can flood the neighborhood with drugs and now all his niggas got whips now. But that ain't helping them. You know what I'm saying? They ain't helping them in the long run because you disobeying the Lord. When it all boils down, you disobeying the Lord. You know what I'm saying? You being drawn away from the Lord because they putting these vices in front of you that you too weak to fight away. You know what I'm saying? And they have it where we worship other gods and don't even know that we worshiping another God or other gods. You know what I'm saying? That's why the Most High said we weren't whoring after other gods. Because the God that we going after, we ain't even gonna be faithful to that God. Well, all them false, but we ain't even faithful to the God that we went after the Most High. We got several gods. We just whores when it comes to putting gods over it. You know what I'm saying? When there's only there's only one Most High God. There's only one true, you know what I'm saying, high power. You know what I'm saying? All the other gods are false. We know why our God leave us in the ghetto to suffer like this because we're not obeying him. But these other people that have gods, why are your God leaving you in the ghetto suffering? You know what I'm saying? Why? Because your God don't say that if you don't keep my commandments, it's like your God don't say, yeah, if you don't keep my commandments, you're going to die. Right. Because your God said that the commandments done away with. God know my heart. You know what I'm saying? All I got to do is live right. You know what I'm saying? Your God say that all I have to do is ask for forgiveness if I'm all right. The God in this Bible says if you disobey him, you die. You choose evil, you die. You choose good, you live. They are not following the God in this Bible. They are using the words of the Lord in this Bible because they have power to it. You know what I'm saying? And because they know this is the closest to righteousness they'll ever be. You know what I'm saying? Right. But they can't touch this book. You know what I'm saying? The Lord is so powerful and mighty and terrible that he made it so these people would not stop the children for Israel from getting this book and learning. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. I went to this. It's crazy right there. Don't worry about it. So like, the Lord made sure we got this record. You know what I'm saying? Our record, our book, our history book, and we had a chance to come out of the ways of these other people. You know what I'm saying? We had a way to understand that these other gods are false gods and that we were fooled to worship and serve these other gods. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Go ahead, brother. Verse 18.
Come. Verse 18. I denounce unto you this day that ye shall surely perish.
So, surely what?
Surely perish.
You shall surely perish. Keep going.
And that ye shall not prolong your days upon the land where thy passes over Jordan to go possess it.
Okay, so it's I denounce unto you this day that ye shall surely perish, right? But what we have a problem with, we don't think we die for doing the things that we do. Why? Because we don't die right away. You know what I'm saying? Right. You don't eat the pig, like, oh, I shouldn't eat the pig. You gone. You know what I'm saying? They don't break into somebody's house and as soon as they run out the door with their stuff, they die right there outside the house. Right. You know what I'm saying? So just because we're not getting punished right away, we're going to surely die for what we're doing. And nobody knows exactly when it's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? Right. And the Lord is saying right here that ye shall not prolong your days upon the land. You know what I'm saying? No matter where you go to possess it. You know what I'm saying? You should not prolong your day. You should surely perish, right? So we think just because a drug dealer got a lot of money and got millions and millions and got houses and land and cars everywhere, that he won't still die on the street, just like he never had a dime. You know what I'm saying? Just because you don't die when you first start disobeying the Lord and pulling people away from the Lord, just because you don't die right then and there, the Bible says you will surely die. You will surely perish. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, brother, verse 19.
Come. Verse 19. I call heaven and earth to record this day against you, that I have set before you life and death, blessings and cursing. Therefore choose life, that both thy and thy seed may live.
Hold on. So, wait a minute. Go ahead and read it again, brother.
Come, sir.
Because I heard something. I don't know if y'all heard that. You know what I'm saying? Because, go ahead and read it, brother.
I call heaven and earth to record this day against you, that I have set before you life and death.
Hold on. So the Lord set before us life and death. Keep going.
Blessing and curse.
Blessings and cursing. Go ahead.
Therefore choose life.
Therefore what?
Choose life.
Therefore choose life. What else?
That both thou and thy seed may live.
So the Lord set before us life and death. Right? Blessings and cursings. And he said, therefore, choose life, that both thy and thy seed may live. To me, that's like a cheat sheet. You know how a teacher give you a test? Imagine a teacher gave you the test and gave you a sheet with all the answers on the side of it. How can you not pass this test? If the Lord gave you the test and gave you the cheat sheet, now you can look on this. One is B, two is C. You know what I'm saying? Read that for me. That's what I heard right there. The Lord gave us, he set this right here. He set this right here. Life and death, blessings and curses. And he said, choose life. He didn't say pick one of them. Yeah. He didn't say pick A or B. He didn't say true or false, yes or no. He said to choose life. You know what I'm saying? This is like saying, for question one, choose B. Mm-hmm. That's true. Come on, sir. No time for it. He gave us the cheat code. Right. Choose life. Right? Go ahead, brother.
Verse 20, that thou mayest love the Lord thy God.
Hold on. Now, we already established how we love the Lord thy God, right? Right? By keeping the commandments. Keep going.
And that thou mayest obey his voice, and that thou mayest cleave unto him.
Okay, keep going.
For he is thy life, and the length of thy days, that thou mayest dwell in the land which the Lord swore to thy fathers, to Abraham, to Isaac, and to Jacob, to give them.
Because we are Israelites, right? This is heavy to me, right? Because the Lord is telling us that if we just only obey him, you know what I'm saying? If we just only obey him, it'll mean that we are choosing life over death. We are choosing blessings over curses. You know what I mean? If we only choose to follow the Lord, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. We will be set above everybody. So to me, it's like, what's the hold up? Mm-hmm. why we're not, you know what I'm saying, why we're not doing the things we should be doing. Because we are under our oppressor, and and we and we are following, you know what I'm saying, we are following the blind into a ditch, or we are following people that actually know what's going on, that don't want us to, you know what I'm saying, follow the Lord, and they don't want their kingdom to be tore down, and they have to build our kingdom up. Because that's what they holding up. They're holding up our kingdom that's coming. It's coming no matter what. You can be with it or you can be against it, but it's coming. It can come tomorrow. It can come. Shit, I don't know when. It's like it, but it's coming. So we can help to speed it up, or we can keep it slowing down. You know what I'm saying? We can keep it slow and keep going through this some more and some more and some more. Or, you know what I mean? We can go ahead and make it happen. Follow the laws, statutes, and commandments, and it'll get done. Go ahead and drop it. Let's get Ecclesiastes chapter 8, verse 11, Bible shot. Because like I said, we think because we don't die right away,
Right.
you know what I'm saying, that we are getting away with sinning. You know what I'm saying? And we don't know, you know what I'm saying, we don't know how to drop everything that we doing and say, I'm finna choose the Most High. I'm not doing this no more. You know what I'm saying? I'm not finna, whatever kind of deviancies or anything that's against the Most High. Some of us just don't know that eating pork is against the Most High because you said don't do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know how you say, well, why I ain't got to do this? And she said, because I said so. You know what I'm saying? It's simple as that. But if we smart now, we know that pig flesh is not good for you to eat. You know what I'm saying? My grandmama knew pig flesh wasn't good enough to eat when the doctor told her after it was too late. And she was eating all that pork, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And then she said, you know, you was right. Doctor said, she don't want me eating no more pork. I ain't been eating that much.
That much. That much.
She ain't been eating that much. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, let's get the Ezekiel chapter 11. Shalaika chapter 8, verse 11. Shalaika, I say Ezekiel. Ecclesiastes.
Okay, so the book Ecclesiastes chapter 8, verse 11. Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily.
Say that again.
Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily.
What that mean? Because sentence against evil work is not executed speedily. What you got?
So just because it don't happen like within 2 hours or within this day.
Right. Because we know sentencing is you getting your punishment. You getting your time, right? So just because we don't get, like you said, you absolutely right too, sister. Just because we don't get punished right when we do our evil work, it's not executed speedily. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Therefore, the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil.
So just because, like I said, when you ran them folks' house, grabbed their TV and ran out their door and they just fall and drop dead right then and there, bam. They said, I can do it again. You know what I'm saying? Just because you ran up on that brother when he was sitting in his car in the drive-thru and carjacked him, pulled off, did whatever you want to do with the car, did whatever you did with the money, whatever, and then nothing happened to you right away, they feel like, I did good, I can do it again.
Right.
And they keep doing it. You know what I'm saying? They become the robbers. They become the carjackers. What you got, sis?
So why is it? So do you honestly think, like the statement? Do you honestly think somebody gets stopped? You know how they get caught for something, and then they say, "I'm sorry, I didn't do it. I was younger." what would you say? Is it genuine or no? You know what I mean?
They are sorry. They sorry that they ever left the house to come and do that. They sorry that they chose this time to do it.
Yeah.
They sorry that they took too long while they was doing it.
And commissary.
They sorry that they got caught. Because if you wouldn't have caught them, would they be sorry?
That's right.
No.
Commissary.
They were like, man, I'm cold on the phone. I can't do like sleep in the night, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm the cat burger on the phone. I took them.
God.
But they had got caught. Oh man, please don't shoot me. Please don't call the police, man. My baby ain't got no rookie at the house. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Mm.
They are not sorry. They're sorry that they got caught.
Mm.
They're sorry they picked the wrong time. They're sorry it took too long to get what they need to get and go. That's why they're sorry. You know what I'm saying? Because the punishment is coming now.
Yeah.
They know these folks can sit my ass down about 2-3 years for this. Man, I was just gonna get the income tax. That's why they sorry. Because they wanted to do this and they already probably had something that was promised to them. They sorry that they are not going to be able to walk around without somebody pointing the finger or somebody saying, don't trust that nigga no more. You know what I'm saying? I caught that nigga going through my back window. You know what I'm saying? True story. I was in the park. I was in school then. I was in the park chilling, and there was this woman and a dude and a few children with them. And they was drinking, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, I had a couple sips or two, you know, and the guy, some kind of way, left his phone. And the female had his phone, but, you know, they came together. But he left and his phone was there. So she was like, well, if he called him, let him know I still got his phone. So he called. She got the phone. She answered the phone, this and that. And then when you know how you call something and your phone unlocked, whatever you was looking at last, that what pops up on your phone, right? How about it was a picture of her daughter in the dude's phone while she was like bent over or like not like he taking a picture of the daughter. It's like he taking pictures of the certain parts, and it's a little girl. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, man, what? I'm like, and I'm kind of like, I don't like it. I'm kind of going in, and she like, I don't know. I gotta see what's going on, this and that. So he called back again, and he was like, man, you hurry up and bring my phone, this and that. And she like, I know why you want me to hurry up and bring your phone now. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, he wouldn't stop calling the phone. He was extra sorry. He was sorry. You know what I'm saying? He was sorry that he left that phone. Yeah. He was sorry that she went in the phone. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He wasn't sorry because he was taking weird pictures of a little girl. I mean, a little girl though. Like, you know what I'm saying? But lie, they would not be sorry. So like it. Go ahead, start with go ahead, read that again from me, brother.
Oh gosh. Book of Ecclesiastes chapter 8, verse 11. Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil.
So they heart are so set in them to do evil. When they get away with this murder or this burglary or this molestation or whatever it was that they doing and they didn't get, you know what I'm saying, punished right away, they feel like they can keep doing it. You know what I'm saying? So the Lord is saying that you're going to surely die. We don't know. You're going to surely perish, right? We don't know when or whatnot, but it's going to happen, right? You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and get, let's drop that, and let's get Ezekiel chapter 33, verse 10, Bible shot. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, sis.
So going back to what you was just saying, is it our job to just be genuinely forgive that person, or you know what I mean? Because like you said, they not sorry, but is it our job to genuinely, or do we need to decide to fix? You know?
Okay, it's nothing wrong with forgiving a person. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing wrong with that. But you can't forgive a person so that you might put other people in danger because you forgave that person for what he did to you. But now this person got an opportunity to do it to somebody else. Or this person didn't get, you know what I'm saying, no kind of backlash for what they did or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? It also depends on what you're talking about, what the situation is. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to just give you just like I want to give you just on your situation or whatever it might be. But you can forgive people, but that don't mean you have to forget. You know what I'm saying? I can forgive this brother for coming in my house and stealing my watch. I forgave him for it. I forgave him because I'm probably not gonna kick his ass when I see him again. Right. I'm trying to be serious here, y'all. You know what I'm saying? But I probably won't let him in my house anymore. Go ahead, sis. You had a question? You want to say something?
I had a question. I was going to see.
Go ahead, sis.
So you're not wrong for not putting yourself back in that situation?
Hell no. You're going to end up killing him. So like, no, you're not wrong. You are being wise.
So it's not wrong because, some people be like, oh, you ain't forgotten that person and you still holding on to the past because you're not going to put yourself back in that situation.
Well, now, if you holding on to the past, okay, they saying it for you to let them back in. Or they saying it for you to let that person back in or give that person an opportunity to be around again or whatnot. But just because you don't trust that person anymore to be in that situation again, don't mean you're holding on to the past. It just means that you're not giving him another chance to do it again. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, you're not trying to kick his ass or nothing, or whatever the case may be. What you got this?
So where does holding a grudge come in then?
Holding a grudge is like something that happened already, and it's supposed to be over with, or it's supposed to be resolved, or they paid their debt back. You know what I'm saying?
The person who offended.
The person who was the offender.
Okay.
If they settle their differences with the person that they offended. You know what I'm saying? But it's up to that person. You know what I'm saying? To say, okay, it's over with, you can come back in now. You know what I'm saying?
But if the debt ain't been settled, then it's not.
If the debt ain't settled, I don't have to deal with you. If the debt is settled, I still don't have to deal with you. You know what I'm saying? Because what if I heard the saying, the saying come, the lie still cheat and the cheat still kill and destroy. Lie still kill and destroy. What you laughing for, brother? Saying come to kill, steal, and destroy. You never heard this, sister?
I didn't understand you saying Satan. I know what you were trying to say.
Satan, I mean, it's the spirit of Satan, but I ain't talking about the.
I couldn't understand what you were
I'm gonna have to give you a call out to class. So but because I don't know, I forgive people, but I don't have to put them like I don't have to.
Put yourself in a situation.
Right. Because like I said, then there will so say if this is a thief and this is how he get his money. He steal and he's stolen from you. You know what I'm saying? But that's your brother. And you know he steal. So you just take precaution. This nigga stole this and he ain't paid me back yet, but he need a ride. Okay, I'll give you a ride. What's that come back? Go around the corner, look in the car, and make sure I ain't got nothing in here for this nigga to pick up. He would have got this for sure. Put this up. My social security card number on this thing. Put this up. Yeah, little change, everything. You know what I'm saying? When nigga in the car, he trying to put the seatbelt on. Yeah. Sit back. Don't move. Yeah. Right. Keep your hands in your lap. Don't touch the radio. Don't do nothing. I'm taking care. I love you, but I don't trust you. You know what I'm saying? So, but that's according to the person that's offended, right? Because if you know this person haven't been, you know what I'm saying, punished for what they did to you at all, then you might feel as if, like the scripture says, Shalakia, you know what I'm saying? Read 11 again. About Kashai.
Verse 11. Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil.
So that because that person, I don't say this because, but when a person offends you, or when I say offend you, I also mean like if you break the laws in the midst of it. Now we can be offended by things that don't actually break the law.
Okay.
So they might offend you, but they didn't offend the Most High.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
It's different.
Right.
Okay.
So, but if they offend you by breaking the laws, then they also offend the Most High. So they don't get punished for that. Like if the person that might just took something or stole something, whatever, just because you don't see them being punished for it, or they don't get punished for it right away, they feel like, okay, I can keep doing it. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't see them being punished, you might feel like this nigga ain't learned your lesson yet. I don't trust him. You know what I'm saying? But the best thing to do is to forgive them and don't give them the opportunity to do it again. Because they can also put a demon on you.
Yeah.
Be like, this nigga did this 3 times.
Yeah.
I'm finna go and call Uncle Bubba and them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Uncle Bubba been wanting to kick his ass. And you know, and the Lord decided to put him to death while Uncle Bubba kicking his ass. You know what I'm saying? Now, Uncle Bubba had some things going on you didn't know about. So now the Lord got 2 birds with 1 stone. You know what I'm saying? Uncle Bubba got the murder charge and he gone. You know what I'm saying? The wicked kill each other all the time and both get punished. One of them get death, one of them get life in prison, and I'm telling them what all you gotta go through, how many days you're gonna be scared, and when the door rolls, you gotta find a knife, knowing that if you get caught with this knife, you're going to a worse place than what you in now. You know what I'm saying? But just because they didn't get their first punishment when they first did they sinned, and so they felt like it was okay, they can keep going. Go ahead and read verse 12 about Kashah.
Verse 12. Though a sinner do evil and 100 times, and his days be prolonged.
Hold on, say it again.
Though a sinner do evil and 100 times, and his days be prolonged.
A sinner can do evil a lot of times, and his days are prolonged. The old drug dealers, they like 1 out of 1,000. Salaki, 1 out of 100,000. They grow to be old and they go to the penitentiary and got money and everything, right? It's like he done evil hundreds of times and his days be prolonged. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He had a good long life. You know what I'm saying? He had a long life. I ain't gonna say it was good, but he had a long life. His days was prolonged. He going to be an old drug dealer, an old pimp like Don Juan them. You know what I'm saying? Like what's the brother name? Iceberg Slim. They been selling sisters for hundreds of years. These niggas antiques right now. They still trying. You know what I'm saying? They it's for real. They days was prolonged, right? Even though they was doing evil, right?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, bro. Barbershop.
Yet surely I know that it shall be well with them that fear God, which fear before him.
Okay, so it's gonna be well with those that fear God. We know fear God means to keep the commandments, right? And we know the ones that sin and do evil, they don't keep the commandments, right?
Right.
Keep going.
But it shall not be well with the wicked, neither shall he prolong his days.
So now it ain't gonna be well with the wicked, and they are not gonna prolong their days. Think about how old was the last 10 so-called black millionaires died through gun violence. What's the age range them brothers was?
Black millionaires, you said?
Mm-hmm. These millionaire rappers, these rich rappers, millionaires. What's the age range of them dying?
Like 20 to 35.
What you got? 35 and below. The Lord is no longer prolonging their days like that. You know what I'm saying? They get to die in the street just like a nigga that never had it. You know what I'm saying? Because when you promote drugs and pimping and shoot niggas, the person that you enticed to go do it, their blood is on your hands. You know what I'm saying? That person that you talked into smoking their weed and they smoke the weed and go out and get with somebody else and end up smoking something else that's not weed and then lose their mind and go home and kill their mother and throw their life away or whatever the case may be, their blood are on your hands. You know what I'm saying? So now the Lord is not letting them prolong their days anymore. You know what I'm saying? Keep going, bro. Start back from the top. You had something you want to say to us? Okay, go ahead. Bob Shop.
Verse 13, but it shall not be well with the wicked, neither shall he prolong his days, which are as a shadow, because he feareth not before God.
So he don't fear the Lord. He's not keeping the commandments. He is not going to prolong his days. You know what I'm saying? It is not going to happen. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and Bob Shah read 14.
Verse 14. This is the vanity which is done upon the earth, that there be just men unto whom it happened according to the work of the wicked. Again, there be wicked men to whom it happened according to the work of the righteous. I say that this is also vanity.
So, no matter what, we are going to continue to die if we don't follow the laws. You know what I'm saying? If we continue to be wicked and do the things that these other people telling us to do, we are going to continue to die. You know what I'm saying? as long as we are in sin, we're going to die. No matter how proud mama is that I can buy her a house in a Mercedes, and I done better than all the other kids, and nobody never became a millionaire. Everybody, I done paid everybody rent. All my cousins straight. Everybody good, but I got that through being wicked. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or promote wickedness, or talking, or you know what I'm saying? I never had a job, but I always had work. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They're telling the young brother that I ain't gotta get no job. I'm finna get me some work. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gotta go and clock in the right way and just have a slave. We in captivity. Let's go have a slavery, brother. You know what I'm saying? Don't hurt your people to help yourself. You know what I'm saying? But they hurt our people just to help themselves. You know what I'm saying? They would teach you the wrong way just to benefit off your ignorance. You know what I'm saying? Because if we all knew the right way, the wrong way wouldn't even come to us like that. You know what I'm saying? So the only way we can have protection against, you know what I'm saying, the evil people and the works of the world and stay out of it, is we follow the law, statutes, and commandments, because we wouldn't know what to do. We don't know what to do. You know what I'm saying? Unless you come to the ISUPK, unless you decide to leave these, you know what I'm saying, leave these customs of heathens alone, leave these wicked people alone. You know what I'm saying? These things that make you feel good for the moment. You know what I'm saying? We have to leave those things alone. Things that make you look good for the moment. We have to leave those things alone. You know what I mean? I know brother that, you know, had no idea of what they got themselves into, or what was actually going on. They had no idea. The first mistake they ever made cost them their life. You know what I'm saying? Because you never know what your grace period is. You know what I'm saying? And it's like when the Christians say, well, we under grace. Well, is we all under the same grace, or we got different time periods, or what? We all gonna our grace on at the same time, or what the hell is y'all talking about? You know what I'm saying? We got our own grace period. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I mean, Salakia, I feel more comfortable than I would have felt years ago. You know what I'm saying? I used to be actually afraid. I used to be afraid to die. I wait. What you got?
So you saying you have to be tough all the time?
All the time.
Okay.
Even when you sleep.
Damn.
I remember being tough when I was asleep. The Freddy Krueger was chasing me, and I was like, I'm tired of these niggas. And I got to speak, and I was afraid. I'm talking about this is actually a real dream, so like, for real. I was little too. I was bad in my dream. You know what I'm saying? For real. So like,
damn.
I got time when they chasing me all the time, man. I was running all this time, then I stopped right here. You right here. You got a scooter or something, nigga. That nigga got a bike or something. How the hell you get all the way around here? I know I dust you back there, bro. Tired of this shit.
You controlling your dreams.
Y'all get control of that. For real, it's like you gotta train yourself how to do it though.
Okay.
Cause you can be like, look, so like I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna keep on going. I was dreaming like I was getting all the money. I don't know how all the money just got here, but I was picking that money up. And I was like, woo, I was putting it everywhere. And all of a sudden, someone said, you know, this is a dream, right? You know, like, surely. I ain't fuck this money. I ain't gonna wake up with none of it. You know what I'm saying? I'm dreaming. Right. That's real, right? You know what I'm saying? Let's get Romans 6:23 Bible shot. Because other than now John 3:16 is a wonderful verse. Because they let me know even though I did all the wickedness I did, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I can still, you know what I'm saying, repent and be born again and I can straighten my life up. That's what John 3:16 mean, right? But we should know this scripture way more than we know John 3:16, what we about to bring out. Go ahead when you get it, brother Bible Shop.
Couple cards. Book of Romans, chapter 6, verse 23. For the wages of sin is death. For the wages of sin is death.
For the wages of sin is death. What you got for us?
Like I said, what chapter? Romans.
Romans chapter 6, verse 23.
23. Okay.
Say that again, brother.
Okay. For the wages of sin is death.
Go ahead with it. That's all of it. Go ahead, brother.
But the gift of God is eternal life through Yahweh Shai Mashiach, our Lord.
Most High Christ. One more time for me, brother. I like how it goes.
But the gift of God is eternal life through Yahshua Mashiach, our Lord.
Brother, go to verse 21, brother. Ooh.
Verse 21. What fruit had ye then in those things whereof ye are now ashamed?
So what fruit have ye then in those things whereof ye are now ashamed? So the things that you did and you got money off of it, or you got whatever you got and you gained it off of it, now they can be ashamed of it. Things like what?
So like a house or something?
Okay, it's more saying like this here, like say it's the house. Okay, say a woman is on drugs on this house, right? And she's on drugs. You have the drug that she like, and you giving her, you feeding her the drugs, right? And now you want the house. This is now your house because she done ran up a tab on your drugs. And now this is your house. This is not her house, right? Huh? Yeah, like he's got her to sell her house. The drug dealer owns this woman's house now because she's in so far in debt. And just because he say, okay, well I will give you more, and just sign it over, and I give you just much more because you already owe me this much. You know what I'm saying? You don't give me my money, I'm gonna have that. So you might well just go on take this much more and go ahead on back to the business. So that person will feel bad about how they did that woman, how they got their house. Mm-hmm. They will feel bad once they learn the laws, or once they realize that they got that, and it wasn't because they was blessed with it. It was because they was evil and wicked, and they got that. So you got that through wickedness. Just like we are in the land of our captivity, when Christ come and we over here, the so-called our oppressor can't say that they had nothing to do with it. You know what I'm saying? Because our last name is their last name. How do we get y'all last name? Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. So they gonna they gonna be ashamed, you know what I'm saying, of the fruit that they got. They gonna be ashamed that all them high rises downtown belong to them. But none belong to us. They gonna be ashamed to having the things that they got, how they got it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Go ahead, start it from the top, OPPRESSOR.
Verse 21. What fruit had ye then in those things whereof ye are now ashamed? For the end of those things is death.
The end of those things are what?
Is death.
So the end of those things are death, no matter how many millions you get. You know what I'm saying? Michael Jackson died of a drug overdose. Whitney Houston, I can't even think she died of a drug overdose no more because they said Whitney Houston was so high, she didn't realize how hot that hot tub was, and it bored her. For real. It said she was in there too long. She was so high, and she was in that hot ass water for so long that it bored her.
I heard it.
Right. She didn't die of an overdose. You can't overdose off cocaine. If it was, it'd be niggas lying up down the street, dead in mud right now. You know what I'm saying? Tony Montana would have died. But she was high. You know what I'm saying? And she was in it, you know what I'm saying, allegedly. They like to say that on the internet now.
Like that.
Allegedly, she was bored. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what was it? Okay. So even though, like, started, what you have to?
No, I was just gonna say, sir. So these can, I know all the scripts can be applied, you know, in your personal life, but this can, like, the fruit had ye basically being ashamed of how you get something. They can be
Right.
like in your career and everything like that. Like,
Right. They can be any kind of, I know, I have different ways to break stuff down. You know what I'm saying? Blame it on the environment.
Nice.
But let me give you another way then, right? Okay, it say the fruit, what fruit have ye then in those things whereof ye are now ashamed? So it's like, it's asking the question, what fruit have ye then in those things whereof you are ashamed? So it's like, what things that have gained, right? What things have I gained from those things that are wicked, and I not be ashamed of it? You know what I'm saying? Like the house I was saying, I have gained this house, but the way I got it, I'm ashamed of it.
Yeah.
I don't want to tell the pastor that, oh yeah, pastor, you know what I'm saying, I was getting a couple stones to old girl, and she got hooked. She couldn't get. I had this straight drop, pastor. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he ashamed, but he gonna say, I pushed the family out this house and got it and made it a dope house. He ain't gonna say I got this car called dude down the street was sprung on crack and he had a debt that he couldn't pay. This how I got this car. They ain't gonna say that. The fruit that they got, they ashamed of because they did evil things together. You know what I'm saying? It's like for the end of those things is death, right? So this death to the people that got those. I hate to use my partner, man. You know what I'm saying? But anybody that get a lot of wealth or anything because they did evil or they spoke evil or they joined themselves with evil people and did that, it all ends in death. You know what I'm saying? No matter how much fun you had before you died, you might thought you were having fun. You was actually enjoying your last days. How much fun would you have knowing that you're gonna die in 2 weeks?
You have a lot of fun.
Huh?
You have a lot, like
you will have a lot of fun. I don't think you will.
If you know
If you know you finna die.
Y'all ain't heard YOLO. I know I got 2 weeks to live. I'm gonna do everything. We not talking about that?
What you guys?
Not me. No, stop it. Not me. Not me. So like,
Too late now,
no,
sister. I'll
not
give
me.
you give me a call later on,
Not me.
sister. What you got, sister?
Salakia, I don't think he's talking about us in this room. I think he's talking about. I mean, I don't think he's talking about folks in the world. He's talking about us in this room. Like if we know we finna die.
No, I'm talking about period. I don't think nobody can have no fun knowing that they finna die actually.
Kind of like in the back of your mind, it's gonna be like.
It's gonna be in the back of your mind. Damn, I'm finna be out of here. I'm finna miss all this. You crying again. Yeah. Brother, you want to know this? I don't nothing.
I don't know, sir. I know some people who gonna live it up.
Yeah,
if
they
got 2 weeks, they gonna live it up.
Right.
Saying.
Yeah, they might live it up. Is they gonna make it through the 2 weeks?
I don't know.
Yeah, what you got to?
Just because somebody living it up or appear to be happy, don't mean they really happy.
Cause millionaires are not really happy. They can have millions of dollars. If I can't, okay. If we were millionaires, we probably wouldn't be on drugs like that. You know why? Cause we'd have been overdosed by now. And we'll be like, I'm not doing what his ass did. I'm good. 1 kilo a week for me. You know what I'm saying? For real. If we had our own way, we'll be, man. What you got? You been say something? But for real though, y'all got me on. You know where I was at? Let's see. Yeah, so you know what I'm saying? Even though you get all that money, how you got that money, you know you didn't give it to the Lord. You know the Lord did not bless you with that money.
Right.
It all ends in death. It all ends horribly. It all ends with you losing your soul or yourself because you decide to, you know what I'm saying, get fruit from, I'm gonna say it like this and I'm correct. Get fruit from a tree that wasn't a good tree. You know what I'm saying? In other words, you use this bad tree and you try to make good fruit, but this bad fruit. But bad fruit sells sometimes too. Sometimes you gotta cut the little worm out of it, but it's all bad fruit. So it all ends in death. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, you go ahead, bro. Well, verse 22 Bible shot.
Verse 22. But now being made free from sin and become servants to God, ye have your fruit unto holiness and the end everlasting life.
This the fruit you want. You know what I'm saying? You don't want the fruit that you get, you know what I'm saying, telling young niggas to get paid. Whatever you do, just make sure you get paid. That means I gotta get paid. You know what I'm saying? Your days ain't gonna be prolonged teaching our brothers that no matter what go on, just make sure you get paid. You know what I'm saying? Right. Money never helped us. You know what I'm saying? I never prayed for money because I knew that if I had a whole lot of money, I probably would have died in a airplane crash because I wanted to fly my own airplane. I don't trust these niggas all the way up here. I'm finna figure out how to do this. And if I die, I'm down myself. I ain't with all that. But money don't help us. It's niggas that done won the lottery and is dead right now. You know what I'm saying? Money don't help us. It might help you feel better, but once you got it, you ain't gonna be satisfied, right?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Especially if you're not following the Lord. I think if I get a whole lot of money, listen to how you go out of town and you be driving, and on the side of the road, you don't see nothing but land and fields with trees, and it's a big space. You'll be riding for a long time, and all you see is land and fields when you go out of town before you get to the city. I want to buy all that, or you know what I'm saying, not all of it, but buy some and like put like our people in it. You know what I'm saying? The people that's in the truth. I would want to do that, right? But I know once I got that much kind of money, I would have been like, to hell with them highways, those land on the side of the highway. We're gonna get us a skyscraper. And we're gonna live like our oppressor. Because that's what we do when we get money.
It's true.
We want to live like our oppressor.
It's true.
You know what I'm saying? We don't want to be righteous and just we used to be used to being wealthy or had everything we need. Now we're not used to it. So when we do get something, what we do? We want to show it off. We want to have the biggest chain, the biggest ring, the biggest car, the nicest female, which you probably bought her. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna have the girl that was with you. You know what I'm saying? Now all of a sudden you're not satisfied because your bankroll have grown. Now you're not satisfied with being in South Memphis. You want to be in Beverly Hills. But just because you got all that doing evil, when you come back to South Memphis or Chicago or Atlanta, when you come back around them niggas that you left after you got their money, they kill you.
Right.
Because you got to die where everybody else died that don't follow the Lord on the street. You know what I'm saying? Like an animal. By your own people. By the people that you inspired. By the people that wouldn't even shook your hand unless you had all this money. They wouldn't even kill you unless you had all this money. They wouldn't care about what you said unless you had all this money. Sure. You know what I'm saying? So money don't help us. And we will always die no matter what. As long as we keep sinning, we're going to keep dying. You know what I'm saying? As long as there's sin in your mind, you're going to be dying. We're dying. And just because it don't happen like this, don't mean it's not going to happen. But now, the Lord is taking them out early. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because look at how Vaughn, right? King Vaughn, right?
Mm-hmm.
King Vaughn supposed to have 7 murders. Supposed to kill 7 people. King Vaughn, right? King Vaughn get killed, and as a killer, a gangbanger, drug dealer, you know what I'm saying? All the things that King Vaughn was when he died, he had a mirror on the wall because they glorified wickedness in this world. You get a mirror on the wall for being a killer, drug dealer, gangbanger. You know what I'm saying? So that's how you know this world ain't for the Lord. And we have to come out of this world in order for us to serve the Most High. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, we're going to end the class. All right. Shalom Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shah Barakatah. To the brothers, Shalom Yahweh Shema, Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shah to the sisters. See you next time.